Kazakhstan and French relations are a level of strategic partnership. France has been one of the main locomotives of the European Union, as well as one of the major cultural and spiritual centers. It's Global Talk. I'm Chris Stanton.
We actually started in 92, on the 25th of January 92 precisely. Well, the real word is to say we are intensifying, intensification and diversification. Intensification because we have up to the highest level of the heads of states, meetings, regular meetings. They saw themselves twice last year, 2014. They're going to see them again, each other again this year in 2015. We have contacts at ministerial level and of course between administration. Business is on the rise. Also last year was a bit stable, but we want to intensify and diversify. Diversification is about health, about tourism, about agriculture and services. Of course, like anyone, we are fairly present in mines and energy. We have direct investments of more than $11 billion here in Kazakhstan, and we are altogether the fourth biggest commercial partner of Kazakhstan. Beyond that, we have a community here, striving community, expanding community of French people, French and Kazakh people, working together. More than 140 companies established, and more French companies interested in coming. Now we have, and it's probably a sign of how intense and close relationships have become. We have a direct aisle connection between Astana and Paris since the 29th of February this year.
Kazakh and French cooperation in the field of education is actively expanding. In several cities of Kazakhstan, the French Alliance has been successfully operating. Through linguistic, scientific, and cultural exchange, the Alliance has been promoting cultural dialogue between the two countries. This and much more was discussed during the French Embassy festivities held in the capital of Astana.
French Alliance is a cultural and educational center which has been operating in Astana since 2005. But in fact, the network of French alliances consists of more than 800 alliances throughout the world and has been around since the 19th century. Here, the aim of the French Alliance is to promote the study of the French language in the countries where French is not the mother tongue, and the spread of French culture, meeting people, in this case in our city, in our country, and the different manifestations of the French culture.
Политика нашего государства, которая направлена на
I think, given the policy of our state, which is aimed at tolerance of different religions, different cultures, it implies action on the part of foreign states and towards the development of this policy. And in this case, the French embassy, the French government is doing a lot through the development of a network of alliances around the world, and particularly in Kazakhstan. In Kazakhstan, there are two French alliances in Almaty and Astana, as well as a branch of the French alliance in Karaganda and several cultural centers in different cities, in particular in Kostanay, Shymkent, Ust-Kamenogorsk. I think it opens up for the citizens of Kazakhstan various additional opportunities to learn another foreign language for self-enrichment. I think it's good when foreign governments provide such opportunities for our citizens.
Хорошо, когда иностранные государства предоставляют такие возможности нашим гражданам.
What I like in Kazakhstan, it's a country with a huge potential. So people are very hopeful about this development and they are willing to improve themselves, to improve their country. And it's what is interesting. There is a lot to do and a lot of people willing to do it. So the first time I went in Kazakhstan, I never went in a Russian-speaking country, so I was very lost because it's not a very English-speaking country. So I get a lot of help from local people, from my colleagues, my friends, and I feel very, very great integration here. People are very welcomed, and the welcome reputation of Kazakh people is not a lie.
Relations between education and inter-university between Kazakhstan and France has been proceeding quite rapidly. This was evidenced by the intergovernmental agreement signed on March 2013 for higher education and research, as well as the opening of Sorbonne Kazakhstan University in Almaty.
So basically the idea is to have here at master level an opening of two courses, one in management, another one in international relations, which allows 60 students, Kazakhstani students, to start, then to have a full year in Paris, and then to be graduated from both university in Almaty and La Sorbonne in Paris, and then to go on with PhD, with research, or going on a job for a job on the market.
The meeting of the French Embassy celebration was held on the auspices to the French Bastille Day. This festival dates back to 1880 and has become a symbol of reconciliation, equality, and freedom. The French say that you can feel the community as well to understand the motto of the French Republic: liberty, equality, and fraternity.
Well, for the French, it's the national day of celebration, which reminds us that we have a great tradition since the revolution at the end of the 18th century. And it has been our national day, like in a lot of countries, since the end of the 19th century. So every day on the 14th of July, we have a défilé on the Champs-Élysées, we have balls, we have meetings, and it's a day where you express your pride and happiness of being French, simply.
This event means a lot for French people. It's the beginning of the revolution in France in 1789, and for us it's the beginning of democracy way. I think it can help a lot for diplomatic relations. It's a way for us to make Kazakh people know a little bit more about France.
It is more political and business events because all French companies can be at the same place at the same moment to meet people from Kazakhstan for business, for politics. So it's a nice way to exchange and to talk about things in a good atmosphere.
During the relaxed meeting, participants shared with our crew their impressions of the capital of Kazakhstan.
My favorite building in Astana, it's not a building, it's a park, which is in the heart of the city, and which is very nice in summer, of course, but also in winter.
It was a little bit cold for me because I came during winter. But my first impression, it was a very welcoming country. People are very welcoming, warming.
The great thing about ambassador, yeah, it will be surprising, but the real thing about being an ambassador is that everything is job and everything is enrichment. So there are actually nothing that we couldn't think about understanding the country better. Now what we like, my wife and I, is to go for walks. We like trekkings, so recently we went to the south. We're going to Aktau soon. We went to Pavlodar, Kostanay. We have to discover the country, and the country is huge, which is great. Astana is something quite unique, but the country, and it's a huge country around Astana, has to be discovered as well.
The two countries have created a reliable platform for cultural exchange, and what pleases us, in addition to traditional areas and new areas, it opens up new opportunities as well as reveals the depths of cultural content, and also it gives us opportunity to learn about new cultural characteristics, which is relevant in the context of civilization. It was Global Talk. See you soon on Kazakh TV.